Hi everyone, my name is Mark Raymond and I am the Strategic Partnerships Manager here at Strapi, and I am joined by Patrick from TenTwenty Digital. Patrick, please tell us a little more about yourself.
I'm Patrick de Jongh. I'm the co-founder of TenTwenty Digital Agency. We're located in Dubai since 2013, serving lots of governmental bodies and large enterprises, focusing mostly on websites and apps in different kind of sectors. So we look at aviation, property development, F&B, retail. We kind of like work across all the events as well is a big one for us. Work across all the sectors. But we really focus on like the core services, websites, design development, and mobile app design and development.
Great. And what inspired you to start TenTwenty Digital?
So I've been to the region there a few times in Dubai before. I did a few projects, saw a massive opportunity when it comes to digital. I did 1, 2, 3 website projects. At some point, my business partner, Basta Lara, who was already there in the region for some time, said like, hey, why not start something here together? We started quite small, just with the two of us. Slowly, hired a front-end developer, the designer, back-end developer, etc. And now we're with a team of 60 people. We've done over 500 projects, mostly for for governmental agencies, for multinationals, in kind of any kind of sector. So we work for the real estate sector, for aviation, for retail, F&B, hospitality, but we always focus on web and app. So there's always a core focus. Yeah, it's just a lot of opportunity there.
And how did you first hear about Strapi?
It's a good point. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think it was actually one of our team members. He said like, "Hey, there's this new platform. We were already using various CMS before, and we were really looking for something to be kind of like future prepared. And with Strapi, having the whole node.js with like the React Next.js front end, we really felt that with this platform we could just grow customers to like the next level. And we've seen it now with various projects, like page loads way faster, wave implementation with like the headless CMS. It works really well.
What platforms were you using before?
We mostly actually built on Concrete 5 before. We did some .NET projects. We did very limited WordPress projects, but mostly Concrete 5.
How does Strapi fit into your tech stack and workflow today?
Well, it's pretty much actually the only product that we offer towards customers. We just really feel that, again, based on the way how it's being implemented, being headless, also for the customers how to use it, and also for the end users how to kind of like access the websites in a fast way. It works really well. We also use it quite regularly for integration of the backends of mobile apps. That works really well. And also more and more used in enterprise functionality. So when it comes to SSO, when it comes to the audit logs, that's really useful. Those are the requirements in the customer.
What do you like most about Strapi and its current version 5?
I think version 5 gives a lot of new opportunities. So when it comes to like the whole free view, when it comes to like the front end editing, which we haven't done yet, but we're very excited about. But also when it comes to like the enterprise products with like the audit log, SSO, we really have like a kind of like a demand from customers now to have this integrated. Plus, in the end, we do big products where there's like loads of API integrations. So, for example, we recently did like a super app that had 65 API integrations, and this handled easily by Strapi.
Excellent. So actually, my next question was going to be, can you share a specific project or success story with Strapi? So if you want to expand on that or share another one.
Yeah, that sounds good. So again, recently launched the super app for ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Markets. It's in Abu Dhabi for free zone, and the whole goal of the app was actually to link business with lifestyle with residents. So all business services, the e-services are in the app. If you have a business, you can renew your commercial license, your data protection license, but also there's a whole mall integration that's there with the Galleria, where all the retailers are coming through the APIs. You can see the opening timings. There's 3D wayfinding. And now we're working on some exciting new e-services that we're going to integrate as well. But it's really kind of like a destination app. And yeah, there's like 65 integrations, which makes it really exciting.
And the API made it easy to do that?
Yes.
Fantastic. Love to hear that. And if you could describe Strapi in one sentence, how would you do that?
I would say I think it is a very convenient tool for developers to shift quickly and make design happen from a functionality point of view.
So, how do you see the CMS industry evolving in the next 3 to 5 years?
Uh, Hard to say. Hard to say. I think there's a lot of providers already, of course, in the markets. I think in the end, you've seen this whole phase, of course, where SEO is crucial. I think now what's going to be important as well is the whole AI integration. So how do you get indexed by the AI engines? It's about usability for customers. So I think from a customer point of view, as more and more businesses get kind of like ISO certified, they need to have the audit logs, they need to have the SSO. That kind of like becomes a given. But then it's more about how do they use the CMS from a functionality point of view. So they log in, they can easily drag and drop content here and there. I think the front end inline editing is going to make a big difference. And I personally feel is that whenever the agencies are going to create a website for customers, that in the end, all the blocks that are going to be used, I assume there will be at some point some kind of AI integration that they can say, hey, now I want to have a 2-column layout, or now I want to have a specific video integration or a slider. It just comes up with it, even without the developers doing anything. So kind of like the developer becomes someone who's fluid within the AI landscape for the customer as well. I think that's kind of like where it is going, basically.
Interesting. And do you see AI already changing your SEO strategy today in the context of using Strapi?
Yeah, look, I mean, I personally feel long term, we're talking about 5 to 10 years. I think the front end part of websites is going to completely change or disappear. I feel that, the CMS is becoming more important because you input all the data kind of like on the back end that you will link to AI, and then AI kind of like becomes the new Google. You just enter something, it will send you your whole order without even knowing where it comes from, which supermarket or whatever. You just pay for it, done. Same thing with clothes. I think the front end of websites is going to completely change or disappear. It's all going to be CMS related. So the better the CMS like Strapi can integrate with these AI engines, I feel the more resilient they will come over time.
So it sounds like more AI inside of Strapi is a good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think also, if Strapi, I'm not sure if it's already there, kind of like enables the integration of APIs or kind of like makes it the standard with all the models that are out there, the AI models. I think in the end, it will just make it a lot easier. And also, again, there's an opportunity to kind of like take over bits of the market. I think there's a lot of other CMS that are not doing this.
Any advice that you would give to agencies who are considering Strapi for their tech stack?
Yeah, definitely. Again, I think the way how we are using it, of course, has the CMS with Next.js front end, works super quick and fast, but also from an integration point of view, what I can see, personally, not from a development background, more like UI UX. But what I can see is that the team can shift quickly, and I feel that they have more opportunity to modify elements faster, to give results faster as well. Um, yeah, and overall, just kind of like a direct integration also from a backend point of view with APIs. So I haven't heard any complaints internally, so that's that's a positive.
What was the transition from more traditional CMSs into Strapi? Was it easy for the team to pick up, or did it have a learning curve?
I think we had a bit of a learning curve. I mean, we came kind of like from a PHP background, so we did a lot with like PHP backends. Then going into, of course, Node.js, which we did already for some time, but then Node.js with Next.js. So definitely was a bit of a learning curve, but yeah.
Worth the investment?
Yeah, so within any organization, with this change, it's always a bit, taken with some hesitance. But now, once they've taken that hurdle, I can definitely see it's the pace.
And your customers are also seeing the real-time value of investing in Strapi?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, again, if you're looking like the CMS landscape, I think Strapi has been smart in offering these kind of like SSO solutions, audit logs. You can just see that large organizations, with the conversations that we are having with our customers, or they look at like really large kind of like enterprise solutions, which I think for a lot of them wouldn't make sense for the size of their organization, but they do have those requirements. And I think Strapi actually fits right in there. Uh, I think it can be used for massive applications, but definitely also for the step below it, where it is still a large platform. still with a lot of users, regardless of that, but at least from an organizational point of view to integrate it, that it is Swift. I think any kind of like enterprise integration that we've done with also community integration, to activate that, it's always done in a week's time. And I think that's great from a customer point of view.
It's easy enough to extend functionalities. If you need to add new features or extend the system, you're able to do that.
Yes, yeah, I think definitely for like 95%, it's great. Whenever it was Strapi V3 and V4, we even created internally some kind of like preview modes. I see you guys have it now, it's Strapi V5.
Which is now native. Yeah.
But that was a fun one to do. We're looking at some kind of form plugins also to make it more convenient for users. We had some other small integrations when it comes to workflows. But like, the guys are very excited for it, and Strapi allows you to also put it on the marketplace, or a service called Marketplace, or the plugin
Marketplace. Yeah.
Strapi Marketplace. But I think also as a developer, whenever developers are enthusiastic about the product, they start developing plugins for it. They start to contribute towards the product with feedback. What they're experiencing with it when integrating it, where are the opportunities. So I think Strapi offers really that angle as well to developers.
Excellent. Well, if you're looking for a great digital agency, 1020 Digital, definitely check them out. Where can people find you?
Go to TenTwenty.me. We're online. You can find everything on our website. Come by for a coffee.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to chat, share more about 1020 and some of the projects that you've done with Strap. Very exciting stuff. And we'll talk soon, Strap. Cheers.